guys, Mechanic Dave here, and I've had a lot of requests from my subscribers to do a question-answer session. I usually show how to fill up a car with gas, I show the engine a bit, I do anything that comes to cars, automobiles, and anything like that. But today, I'm going to do something very special. I've asked everybody to either tweet me, or to email me, or to just ask me some questions. So today, I'm going to answer some questions that were asked of me. So here we go. First question. Did Henry Ford invent the automobile? The answer to that question is actually no. The inventor of the automobile was actual Carl Benz. You might recognize the Benz part from Mercedes-Benz. He created the automobile in Germany, the first gasoline-powered automobile. Henry Ford, not to be confused as Harrison Ford, Henry Ford created the better car, which became the type of car that everybody used to try to copy. But the first car was Carl Benz. Thank you for that question, Joe from Saddle Lake. Next question. What is your favorite car? Well, that's a big question. My favorite car is really what takes me from point A to point B. I'm not so into luxury. I mean, I could drive a Rolls Royce and a Bentley, but the reality is I like all cars. It's really a cop-out, but I like all cars. I do get excited when I see those 1950s, 1960 cars around. Those are exciting, but those are hard to maintain. Thank you for your questions, Chris. Okay, Shlomo from Brooklyn gave me a good question. What did people do before cars existed? Well, I'll tell you something interesting. People actually used to walk places. That's why when you hear people traveling, it wasn't a day or two. So people used to walk, and people also used to ride on horses and camels and mules and donkeys and different things like that. Then also trains were created before the cars. So before the cars were created, people rode trains and bicycles and many different things that came to existence. Horse and buggy, all these things came to existence well before the car. The car did make things go quicker, and then after the car, we had the airplanes, which even made things even faster. But it's pretty hard to go a 45-minute drive on an airplane. But thanks for that question, Shlomo. Okay, Rick from Staten Island. He asked a very, very difficult question. If you don't have gasoline, can you use oil from the kitchen? The answer to that is no. You will kill your engine, and you cannot fill anything other than certified gasoline into the car. But that's a good question. I think what he's really trying to ask is, can you put oil, could you do an oil change with like canola oil or vegetable oil? That's also a good question, but I would stay with the name brands. How often do you have to fill up your car? That's also a good question. The thing is this, you have to fill up your car as much as you use your car. If you use your car once a week, you won't be filling up once a week. The average American fills up their car once a week. But if the average American is obviously driving to and from work or to and from school, so it really depends on how often you drive. Okay, last question of the day. Oh, that's a very good question. Where do you see cars in 15 years? Well, actually, my business might not be the same in 15 years because they've already created a car that drives by themselves. Tesla already created a car that literally drives from point A to point B quicker, more efficient, and doesn't even need anybody driving. You could sit in your back seat and do work. So eventually, I'd say 15, 20 years, that might be the new norm. Right now on the streets, you see cars that could park themselves, automatically stop, and different things like that. But that's also not the norm yet. But eventually, in 15 years, I don't think we're going to be filling cars up with gas anymore. I don't think we're going to be driving cars anymore. I think cars are going to be driven by themselves. And I think it's going to be a new world. A whole new world. A new thing with cars. Okay, guys. Thank you for your questions. I really appreciate your questions. Keep them coming. I love answering questions. To the best of my ability, I will answer questions all night if I got the questions. So thank you very much, and look forward to showing you. I'm going to show you a hood of a car in a few minutes, and that's really exciting because it's all new and it's all a lot of exciting things to see. So now we're going to look at the real inside of a car. Here, if you look closely, you'll see the engine, you'll see the battery pack, you'll see the radiator, you'll see the transmission, you'll see the latch that opens it up. Here's the windshield wiper fluid, here's the antifreeze. And really, it's very important to keep your hood clean, keep the engine clean. Engine's food is oil. Make sure to get your oil change every few months. It's very important to get the right oil. Some people think they're gonna put the wrong oils in, as I had the questions before. Somebody asked me if they could put canola oil. Believe it or not, people put vegetable oil into their car. Unless your car says equipped to use vegetable oil, don't do it, okay? And if you're running low on deep frying food, don't use automobile oil. It doesn't work. So it's very important to make sure you keep it clean, take out the leaves, make everything run smoothly, and really have a safe ride. Remember, buckle up. It's the law. Don't text and drive. Don't be distracted. You know, I'm a man who likes to eat in his car, but you can't eat with a fork and knife and start cutting a steak. Doesn't work like that. It's not safety. Safety comes first. Obey the laws of the streets and the roads, and have a good time and enjoy yourself. Make sure to put a good channel onto the radio and listen to Dave from Flatbush and WFAN. Good morning, sir. What would you like? Hi, how you doing? Fill it regular, please. Gotta make sure to fill up when your car is hot. Just like when you wash your hands, you sing happy birthday 3 times. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. That has nothing to do with this.
Thank you for shopping with us. We appreciate your business.
While we let that go, customers come first. And if it's that day of the week when you have to take a shower, silky smooth. It's time. Just like we eat 3 times a day, it's very important to feed your car when your car is hungry. We feed it with oil changes and gas. Gas is very important because you got to use the right gas for the right car at the best way possible. After all, you are what you eat.